is Let's Talk About It with AnnB with your girl AnnB. We're going to be talking about different topics. Trust me, you're in for quite a show. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one.
You marry this bitch?
Talking about you seen what's all I
You may not have this going, but ain't none of y'all jokes you gonna ever run into again gonna do what she did. She gonna leave that in.
That's all it is. But, okay, marriage is a business. I think people look at the word marriage.
Let's talk about it. Round table discussion with AnnB.
She has two husbands. She has kids with each. So what I'm going to do is let everybody go around and introduce themselves. So I'm going to start from you.
Alright.
Yes, Lord.
My name is Ace for tonight, and I am Ann's son.
So
You waited all night for a popular nigga.
The next brother.
What's up, good brother?
Thomas, I'm from the Bronx. How y'all doing?
All right, we got some more.
All right, Johnny.
What's up, T? Coolin'.
I'm Bear, I'm from the Bronx, and all that. Yeah. Let's get it going.
Yes, Lord.
Talk my shit.
My name is Honey. I'm from Westchester.
Ow.
Wyo.
What's up? My name Doodle Boy.
Get off fancy.
From Mount Vernon, New York, Westchester. We in the building. What's up?
Yes, Lord. I'm Pearly 5, of course. Your Highness. From the Bronx, coming to you on behalf of Pursue Your Passion LLC. Saturday Night Mayhem with Pearly 5 Production. Next man. Next woman.
I am a woman.
Yes, Lord,
Oh,
you
woman.
are.
No transition. I'm like, I'm chocolate drop me. I'm from Harlem. You know.
I'm Kevin. I'm from the Lower East Side, but I did go to John Burroughs. Well, I'm Kevin.
I can't take this.
I'm like,
Where you go?
My name is Kevin. I did go to school in Yonkers. I went to John Burroughs and to Saunders.
Oh, he was in
Yeah,
a good
classes.
school. I went to Jihad.
She's a scholar.
Hi, I'm Kia from Mount Vernon. Westchester, let's go.
Yes, Lord.
Afif from
What
Brooklyn.
happened on me?
Let's talk about it.
okay.
Yes, Lord.
Hi, I'm Kanika from Brooklyn.
Oh, that's the other girl.
Exile, Southside Jamaica, Queens.
That's where 50 from, right?
That's a fact.
Alright, so I'm gonna start off. It's gonna be kind of a little battle of the sexes type things. The first question that I'm gonna ask you guys.
Okay.
So, I wanna know, why is it hard for men and women to understand each other when it comes to relationships?
Oh, let me start that. I'm gonna tell you why.
When you say understand each other, in what sense? What do you mean, like?
Yeah.
In what sense do I mean?
Yeah.
As far as,
In the relationship entirely, or just like why you can't understand? Because communication is
no, communication. I'm specifically
Like why our
communication.
views are different?
Views are different in communication.
Okay.
I like that you said that.
I'm
You
sorry,
know
I
what?
didn't say that.
She said that. Oh, you said that.
I second
Let me
the
tell you why.
motion.
I just like to get shit going.
Women operate with no fucking logic whatsoever. At all.
Right out
Everything
the
is straight emotions. Yeah, I'm coming for it.
Right.
Everything is straight emotional.
All heart.
All heart.
All heart.
All heart. No, really no brain. I ain't trying to say I ain't got no brain, but
Maybe you said it. I mean, you made
Listen,
it.
you
didn't say that.
Let him go.
Let you go.
take it personal. That's just what it is. Like women, y'all don't operate with logic. Like when men and women have disagreements, normally we are the one who's displaying all the logic. What makes sense? What makes sense? Not what we are feeling.
I agree.
I'm saying that again. Not what we are feeling, but what makes sense.
The actual facts.
Actual facts.
The fact is you be fucking lying.
What? Talk this shit. Talk this shit. Nigga. Talk this shit.
Kevo, control your side, bro.
Control your side.
The only thing he can control is himself.
Kevin?
Kevin did.
That's Kevin sitting there, not Kevin.
Since you chimed in, Mika, what you gotta say?
Nothing. You just be.
No, we need a female point of view now. A male spoke. Let a female give their point of view.
Kia.
I'll start it off. I don't think that it's
the fact that you guys only communicate with logic, because a lot of the stuff that you say don't make sense and it don't add up. And I'm not just saying personally, but period. Women do think with emotion because we're naturally nurturers. That's what we're supposed to do. That's the role of a woman. And men is supposed to lead and protect and provide. They be forgetting the lead part and the protect part.
What's the provide part?
Provide, period.
In what
men
way?
bring meat, we cook. This what we do.
And we in 2020. In 2020, we supposed to lead too.
Yeah, I'm a leader of my own free will. I'm a boss on my own.
And y'all letting us lead.
But you're supposed to compliment.
Am I your boss though?
That was the key word.
I'm a boss on my own, but you're supposed to compliment.
So where do we get complimented? By you cooking the meat?
No, not at all. You get complimented as well.
Okay.
But hold on, let's not
Elaborate.
get that though. Like y'all bring the meat too these days. We're in 2020.
Like I said, I'm
Facto.
a boss on my own, but you compliment. And I compliment you. It's vice versa. It's the same thing.
But
what does that mean? I'm a boss on my own. With a partner?
I said I'm a boss on my, meaning by myself.
Okay.
Or without one. Meaning I get mine on my own as well. I can provide as well. I can protect myself as well, and I can lead a pack of wolves as well, just like you can.
Ooh. Wolves of men or
wolves
of
period.
wolves?
Okay, with that, listen. With that being said, you can provide, and you have a man that can provide. Now we're both being providers, so like they're supposed to. I feel like they're supposed to be things that females do, and they're supposed to be things that males do. Because I was raised by strong men, that took care of their women. Now in the year 2020, where we at right now, women are doing their own thing, men are doing their own thing, but we still have couples. Now, with that being said, women that do their own thing and men that do their own thing, they're in a relationship. But that woman that does their own thing and claim to be a boss still want a man to provide for them.
Correct.
Amen.
So how does that work?
Because at the end of the
Everything.
day, in general.
See, because
it's like I see it the way it's like we together. You may make more money than me, but I'm still the man of the house.
Right.
At the end of the day, so it's you still. Just being a man, you still provide.
She
you
still
gotta
look
go
at you like
check if something goes bump in the night. You still gotta check the garbage out.
Absolutely.
You still gotta, you know what I mean? You still gotta do all this regardless of what you get paid.
But the question is, does she still look at you as the man of the house?
Of course, absolutely.
You carry yourself.
It's as you carry yourself. Yes,
She bringing that bigger bag home.
It doesn't matter.
But 2 a.m. and something go bump in the night, I'm gonna be like, yo,
that bag don't mean shit when you gotta go outside.
In 2020, it might happen like that. She might tap me like, I'm gonna see what that noise was.
I think what the disconnect is between men and women in a relationship is that men lump all women in a box and women lump all men in a box, and that's where the disconnect is, because it's a generalization. Nobody knowing that no man is the same, no woman is the same. So when a woman comes from an ain't shit nigga, she automatically already thinks, because she's thinking with emotion, that the next nigga is gonna be ain't shit, and she's guarded. When it comes to dudes, which are dudes a lot are afraid to express themselves as well, we hurt as too. We may not think emotionally when it comes to that, but logically we're like, okay, this chick might want something from me because my last chick wanted something from me, because she wanted me to be the provider. Not saying that that's not your role, that's naturally who we are, but that's the disconnect. Everybody wants to lead and be in charge, but nobody wants to compromise.
Right.
And sacrifice.
Huge has the floor.
I agree. I also think the main disconnect is people never take the time to figure out their shit and to figure out what they need in life. Most people get into relationships carrying baggage of hurt, baggage of experiences, baggage of expectation, but never invest the time to clarify their respect lines, to make sure that we understand we speak in the same love language. Most people don't do that. Most people don't invest the time to teach you how to love me, because the love I require and the love you require is one-of-one. It's one-of-one. It doesn't exist. Only you know what's the requirements of your love. Only we know the requirements of our love. But if I don't teach you, you can't love me right. And I can't love you fully right, because all we're doing is remixing the highlights from all of our past experiences.
Yes,
from
Lord.
everything, from intimacy to places we going, how we kissing, how we entertain you. Overall, all we're doing is remixing the highlights. So in order for me to really love you and for you to fully love me, we gotta know from the jump what we coming in for. Secondly, I feel like largely women are individuals who invest in potential way more than what you actually bring to the table. You'll find a woman who have her whole shit together and you won't even have a car, but she'll invest in your life and bring you into her world, and you ain't even never even lived on your own, homie. You don't even know what it takes to really pay the bills and know how to stand on your own, wash your own clothes, cook your own food.
So men don't do that?
It's rare. It's rare.
He
No,
said it's
women,
more.
Men invest in potential for their needs.
Yeah.
Right.
For their needs. Like,
That's what.
Right.
What's that? Piggyback off what you said.
for
Men
their
invest-
needs.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For their needs, not into
Not into the
you know what I'm
relationship.
saying, to the relationship. It's to fit.
It's not for the
It's to
future.
fit.
It's
You follow
for
what I'm
right
saying?
now.
So it's like
It's for what's good right now.
and then try to figure it
And then
out.
try to figure it out
after, later on.
Right.
And it's like,
It don't
nah, bro, it's
You're supposed to figure it out
incompatible
before
because-
that.
Exactly.
On that first part you was talking about where people take time. That's the problem. People don't
People
take the time.
Take the time to
To
know what
learn
they
each
want.
other, right.
Because people really think,
Take the time.
Right.
people
And to
really
learn
get into
themselves.
relationships and think you're gonna complete me.
Yeah.
Right.
When you're really supposed to compliment me. Like you
Right,
said,
right.
you like people looking for the next person to be that missing piece to their puzzle, not
You're
knowing you're
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
be
the
that
missing
missing piece to your
Right.
puzzle.
Really gets tested.
You follow what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna spin off
Yeah.
of this question. I'm gonna ask you another question regarding relationships. Do you feel like the dynamic of relationships have changed in 2020 compared to what they used to be years ago?
100%.
Definitely.
Life has changed. Everything
How
evolves.
long?
But it gotta be based on something. Dynamic change based on what?
I mean, so the dynamic now where you said, like you said, a lot of women in a household are making more money than the men that they're living with. Years ago, the man went out, bought the meat home, and the wife stayed home and she cooked. That's not how it is now.
Right.
It's different. So a lot of times, a lot of things where women, you know, we're tired. We working all day. We're just like how your men are. So we expect y'all to treat us the same way y'all want to treat y'all. We want our feet rubbed. We want to come home to sometimes, you know, instead of it just being the woman cooking, now it's y'all sharing the responsibility. Right. So I feel like, do you feel like the dynamic now? Do you feel like a lot of things is accepted now that wasn't accepted then? Like you could be a side chick but nobody knew about it. Now you're a side chick walking around, everybody knows about it.
That's a whole nother.
The dynamic.
But it's just how it is. Like before, and I mean, it's for many of us. My grandmother was a side bitch. But nobody knew she was. Yes. Nobody knew that she was. You didn't know that. You didn't know. Nobody knew about her.
And she didn't care about being. And she was okay with probably.
It was okay with it.
That was their situation.
That was their situation. They knew. But now it's just like it's blatantly out there. You're a side, and that's just what it is. It's happening, and everybody knows about it.
Yeah. Okay. The dynamic has gone through 3 phases as far as women and men. For women, it went from just like how she said, you're the man, I'm the woman, be the man. Then it went to women saying, nigga, you ain't shit, I don't need you, I could do it on my own. Now we're in 2020 where it's like, you're my king, let me cater to you. And I'll be your queen. This is.
But don't forget, I can still do it on my own. That's how 2020 is. I can still do it on my own. But don't forget, that's how 2020 is.
I'm saying 2020 the compliment. I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying women have like barreled down and like that. I'm saying 2020 is more of a compliment than the past times. This time around, men, I believe, in my opinion, that the partnership is a little bit more there because I think men and women are starting to gain a little bit more of understanding about each other. When you find out who that person is, when you find out your match, I think the time is being taken more to find out who you are as a woman. Okay, what do you need? How can I help you? How can you help me? How can we build each other up? That's what I think the dynamic is now, is how do we build each other up? It wasn't like that 10 years ago. It wasn't like that 20 years ago. It was either one way or the other way.
I also think the dynamic changed. I think the dynamic changed too because more people are goal oriented and situationships are more convenient.
Yes.
It's more convenient. Where before people were invested based off the history. A lot of people base what they stayed together for off the time they had.
Right.
Now it's more like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, we had 9 years, but if it ain't going nowhere, we off this.
What we doing now?
And what's the point? And everybody agrees that the value of their time is a lot more valuable now. So it's like situationships work conveniently because if you don't got time for the shit I'm bringing to the table, but the time we have together is amazing, then I'm cool with having great moments together, even though we're not great together.
But then it goes to where it's like, okay, you're doing this, you're doing a situation, but you're investing different energy in different people. So you're draining. It's draining. But it's like, it's draining because you feel that, okay, I'm dealing with you, let's say it's me and you we've been each other for 6 months. Okay, the situation was great because we're dealing with each other for 6 months. Now, it's dry, it's running
What's
well.
the dealings though? See, that's what I want to understand because for us, I know for a fact that there's situationships that I'm pretty sure we've all been in that had relationship steps in it, involvement. You follow what I'm saying? So that's where when you say how long will that last? Well, how long are you willing to tolerate the fun we're having, and to the point where you say, nah, I want to make you, I want to be with you for more. And then if you've given me more already, the fuck am I going to be with you for?
What am I?
You follow what I'm saying? And that's why I said the situationships have become way more convenient for people because you get your dick sucked from a woman before she'll cook you a meal. She'll feel like a meal is top tier. I'm not cooking a nigga shorty. I done put all these kids in here everywhere on you.
That's a heavy situation.
What you talking about? Cooking
That's heavy.
But you don't want to cook for me?
That's heavy.
That's reality though. That's real life. That's the life.
I'm not hungry.
I get it, right? That's a good guy.
This goes back to knowing yourself and loving yourself. I feel like right now we're at a time where individuality is at an all-time low.
Absolutely.
Everybody goes based on what they read and see on these goddamn memes, and they depict them, that's the way to go. They'll see goals, go on a vacation. If your man don't do this, that, and the third for you, he don't love you. Yeah, that's right, I second that. We're like, before this social media shit, you knew what you wanted and what you didn't want. But now if you see 40 people like something, you know, that sounds pretty cool. And you like that too.
Easily influenced.
Easily influenced
every hour.
by the society going on
Every
around
hour.
you. So I honestly think once people get their individuality back,
that's some principles.
then you'll be able to know what you really like on your own versus what you see. It's not happening though. So I think it's getting worse actually.
I agree that
time isn't being invested.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fickle.
You have to know yourself.
It's easy to bounce around, and it's hard to know yourself when you see everybody else doing their things on their own self. You see shit, you get inspired by that. You see couples, you get motivated by that. Before you know it, that's the norm. That's what I should be doing. And you start following that program. Had it not been for that, you'd be doing none of that shit. That's why they sucking dick before they cook for you.
Right.
Because that's who's doing it. That's why
Majority
hoes
rules.
is winning and the good girls aren't.
Majority rules.
That's where it's at.
And there's more females than there's men right now. Majority rules.
No, and like you said, we out for us, so we win it because we getting what we want without having to do any more. You don't got to do much now.
Nah, you don't.
We can look good, show good, smoke, and we get it.
I was getting ready to get to that. Back in the days, you had to work.
You got to put in work.
You
don't got to now. You can swipe to the left.
I had to take you.
Swipe to the left.
Everything. But you know what though? I'm gonna be honest with you.
At least
half of my set is like I have most of my circle is a lot of women, and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It's because women are getting to the point where, yo, homie, I ain't investing all this time because you look good, smell good, you cute, but your dick little and you trash as a nigga.
Right.
So they getting right to it to where they like, yo, I'm not wasting my time no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's like, we grown now. So it's like, it don't mean that she less of a woman because she's exploring her options when she's single and doing what the fuck she want to do. That don't mean she a hoe. That don't mean she lesser than. That means
standards she is a
but
hoe.
when we not chasing society standards, because remember you just said, I don't want to talk over you, but it's a contradiction when you say society say, but then you bring up individuality. See, we not following what society say. We building our own individuality. And if a woman says, I'm single, I'm grown, all my bills are paid, I do my own. If I want to fuck you because you cute and cool tonight, but I don't want to be bothered tomorrow, she not a hoe and she not wrong. That's a woman about her business. She don't gotta own up to you. She don't have to. That's emotional. She only entertain what you wanted for tonight, homie. You had a good conversation. What's going wrong is men are becoming way more emotional. Women are men are switching things where it's like instead of saying like, yo, love, this is what I'm on. This is the type of time I'm on. You follow what I'm saying?
this is what it is.
I fucks with you. You dumb, cool, cute. I'm enjoying the time we have together. I would love to have something more. Niggas ain't saying that. Niggas is acting like I'm with whatever you with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they get caught up because she cooking, cutting your nails, rubbing your feet, making you feel special, you feel like you hubby. She's like, nigga, this is what I do when you come to my world.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? This is you being in my world. You occupying a space right now. And it's convenience. It's up to you to make your space relevant and impactful. If not, Playboy, scoot over. Because Mr. White coming pulling up in a minute. And I don't care what you think of me. I don't got time to play with you. You follow what I'm saying? So it's a balance. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's a lot of women out there like that.
It's not a lot of women. No, it's not.
There is a very small amount of women like that.
They're around.
I just think that it's not.
It's a small niche of that.
No, it's not spoken on. Because with women, they don't promote all that shit like we do, bro. Like they not.
Don't need to.
TP game. By being involved.
Don't need to.
By being involved. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It took me fucking with joints, being a thought with it, and then running to an older joint who really parked me and really like, yo, bro, like, I can get good dick anyway, Playboy. I can get good conversation anyway. And so even when I move with females, I'm comfortable in saying, baby girl, if our time expire, I'm good with that. I'm going to gracefully bow out. Why? Because it's a nigga with more money, a bigger dick, giving you better conversation, a better time. So if I ain't acting right, switch up. You don't need to invest in me.
It's always somebody else.
You follow what I'm saying? And you always got to know that as a man. So when you come into the table, you come in with that understanding of, I'm fulfilling a spot, and I got to play my best game, all my best seasons to get here. Instead of saying, yo, I'm here now, getting comfortable and fuck with me because I'm here. And it's like, no, it's a balance. I enjoy building with you.
I'm gonna like go over that and then like
that was good.
He said you gotta go hard every season. But how the fuck you have a breakout season when you drop 20 every game if she ain't keeping you on the team? And like the flower is like the shit is mad delicate. So if she giving it out to mad dudes, it's not like me giving dick to like bitches. It's different. Like once your shit get worn out, it's over for you.
There are tricks to the trade.
Okay, so
anyway, but we're not talking about
before you go there, because I was thinking, it's more of a community.
All right, let him go. Let me see where this goes. Bring it back.
It's more of a community. Because when you was like back in the day, how my man said, when you would meet a girl, that like the community stuck you with her. Like yo, you Jenny man. Like you want to do good for Jenny. And once you did dirt, they was like, oh, nobody's gonna fuck with you. So when you met with them, like you met the family, you doing it. Now when a girl's like, I want to fuck a different dude every day, and I don't care. Like that's the definition of a hoe. Just like if I'm fucking a new girl every week, I'm a hoe too. Like hoe ain't man of female.
Well, let me ask you something. Who told you that you're a hoe? Who told you that?
That's
like he said, like Thomas said, it has to the point where you have your own individuality. So you should never care what anybody thinks of you at all. So whether hoe, that's society standard saying that you're a hoe. It is. It's that society saying, oh, you're a hoe. Because you're fucking mad niggas, or because you're fucking mad. And then, guys try to slide it in there like, oh, I'm fucking mad bitches, so yeah, I could be a hoe too. No. That's society telling you that. If you don't think you're a hoe, you don't think you're a hoe.
And for the most part, I mean, you don't understand why they don't think you not
Alright, Ace has the floor.
Come on, Ace Boogie.
I feel like it's different though because when a lot of females fuck a lot of guys, it's not just fucking. They actually have some type of connection
emotionally
with
involved.
the people that they fucking. It don't have to be like totally like like a whole connection with each person, but every person that they fucking got one key feature that they want in the main nigga that they trying to fuck with. So but with us it's like shit. I can fuck as many girls as I want to, but when I feel like a girl is right to be my girlfriend, she'll make herself stick out. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm looking for a girlfriend for her to come to me. If I'm fucking you good and you like me that much, you gonna make yourself known that you want to be with me. And then from that point on, then I can stop being a hoe and see you know, is good, settle down with you, see if that's really what I'm trying to fuck with.
Why, just because you fucking her good?
He was seeing herself.
I missed the whole part that you said you fucking her good.
It's more to it. He just named that.
Not just,
oh, okay.
not just fucking her, but there be other shit too. Like, I got a lot of features that she like opposed to all the other niggas that she was fucking with.
Can I cut in? I'm gonna give y'all an example of something.
Okay.
This is just what it is. So, cause you know how they always say when guys cheat, y'all cheat for just the fuck. Women do it too. The same way y'all can come home and cook. The same way I can, cause I've done it. I cheated on my man and still came home. I cooked for him. I still did whatever I need to do. Nothing changed. So see, when y'all men cheat, y'all routine changes.
Right.
Nothing changes.
Right.
The only thing that changed about me that made him notice that I was stepping out on him was the fact that I wasn't home like I used to. I was making excuses to get away from him. Hold on, this is. But and then it didn't change. Like he's like Ace said, oh, you know, you gotta have a certain feature. He didn't have shit that I wanted. It's just that it was good dick at that moment. I could get that from him. He had shit I wanted. Cause after I broke up with my man, I didn't want to be out with him no more.
Right.
It was fun.
It was something to do.
It was something to do.
What about that man's feelings?
Yeah. That's what's going on. Men is getting
Exactly. I'm glad I'm an emotional nigga. Let me be an emotional nigga. I'm glad I'm an emotional nigga.
And don't get me wrong, he did catch feelings. Now
Men are more emotional. That's the dynamic.
That's the problem.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be all the way told you, right?
You just here for that.
It ain't that today we've been more emotional. To be all the way told with you,
Y'all more in
right?
touch with y'all emotions now.
All right, right there. Look,
They're more in touch with their emotions now.
That's exactly what it is.
I feel like
first of all, we don't have, as men, we're not taught how to respect ourselves. So we not taught how to curve a joint, turn down pussy. You can't ask 5 niggas have they ever turned down pussy in their life. Because as a man, it's awarded from middle school or whenever you first started humping. It's an award based off how many joints you hit, right?
Yeah.
But see, what happens is, the game is really foul when you really start looking at life because you start realizing, all right, look, you got mouths, and not only that though, there's a part of the game that we don't never learn until your heart is involved.
Right.
Because any man in here, I don't care if it's your ex or anybody you ever cared about, you don't even like a certain nigga liking her pictures the same way. You never gonna tell a nigga, you never gonna have a conversation. But in your heart, why? It has nothing to do with her.
Nope.
It's the fact that you don't even want somebody else getting close to your space. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's about
sharing
the
the
comfort
same
level.
energy
It's
that
about
you
your
did.
comfort level, not insecurity. Not insecurity. No, I said. No, as men would never have a conversation about it. But when you really caring about a joint and it's a joint that you know you care about, your niggas might not even know you fuck with shorty that strong. You don't even feel comfortable with her interacting with certain people or certain moves, not because you scared, soft, or emotional, because that's just what your heart feel like. Your heart. Explain.
I just feel it's how the cloth you cut from as a man. You might not care. It's the same way you could go to some parties and you'll see a nigga with his chick and she's dancing with this nigga, that, and the third, and you looking like, damn, I would never. You know what I'm saying? But with him, he don't mind. He don't care.
He's still going home.
Yeah, and so it's
still
really
going home.
That's why I said when you care about her. That was
even if you care.
When you care to a certain degree,
but you're not gonna
To a
care
certain
about
degree.
that.
That's it right there.
That's what I'm saying about that.
To a certain degree, it's a certain degree.
If me and her together, and we go out, and we at a function, niggas is hollering, niggas is all doing this, that, and the third, or whatever.
How did you meet her?
I could be secure about it.
How did you meet her? Did you meet her lit already?
Hold on. I could be secure about it if me and her got our house in order.
See, but look,
your foundation. He can't mess up in this deal. He can't mess. Whatever he was looking at the bar, cannot measure up to what she's
100%. 100%.
So it's from the cloth you cut from. Now, if you got some insecurities and you
We
feel
talking
like
about ego now.
you might not be able to bring something to the
That
table.
word ego is very, very
Yeah.
big
That's a
for
broad- that's a
men
broad
in
situation.
general.
You can be bringing everything to the table.
Because your ego can get in the way. You're right. If ego and insecurities and men can really play a big part in your relationship.
Absolutely, I agree.
The 1 minute you talking about, yo, I don't care if niggas try to holler at my girl because I know she coming home to me. Next thing you know, you on Instagram, who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah. And why he always liking and giving
You gotta accept that being a chick being a
But you know what?
That's why I said you gotta accept that. That's why I asked them the most important question, because niggas will reach for a daddy and not understand what comes with their daddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked. Because look, you can have all of the security in the world as a man, right? If the right nigga is in that space and you may feel like his pockets are heavier or his situation is heavier, it don't matter what you, Scott, it don't matter when you care on that level. You secure, she make you secure, y'all comfortable. You can have all the fun in the world. It's just certain space. Like for me, I'm very comfortable with any woman I've ever been with. Because I'm only gonna deal with a certain caliber of woman on a personal level that I feel like, I tell any woman, even my sis know this about me. I can fuck with randoms. Cool. I'm not ashamed to say, sometimes it's certain preferences. It don't really matter depending on the moment. You feel me? But a woman for me, personally, has to be a museum. Everything in the museum is beautiful, but you can't touch it. It's a museum. So if how she move and operate ain't in that aspect to where she moves in a way that he couldn't even be in her space. He couldn't even get close to just how she rocked before I had her.
Hold on, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Very important.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Any other nigga,
the police touch nigga, Kevin.
Yo, no other nigga got nothing to do with me and my chick at all. I'm not insecure, nigga. I'm not worried about son. Not worried about him. I'm not worried about none of that at all. The minute you let that shit creep into your mind as a man, you're done. You're gonna start going through phones. All the sucker shit you said to yourself, you was never gonna do. You know it.
But see,
when you cheat,
let me go.
When you cheating, is that when that creep in? When you start creeping? No. I'm asking when the men, because as a man, when you say you start doing all of that shit, when does a nigga start doing all of that
When
shit?
they catch feelings.
When you catch feelings, or when you cheating and she pull a move that she said. Like when for you to be able to say that, that's a relatable stage. When did it get to that point? For you to even be able to reference that as experience.
There's another.
Like what did it take for you to catch yourself saying I'm doing all that sucker shit that I was just saying that a nigga would never. When have you seen it?
No. It's not just that. To go off what you said, it's not just that. To go off what you said, when you're dealing with a female who is, her validation comes from, oh nigga, you're supposed to feel a way if a dude comes up to me. You're supposed to feel a way. I'm just saying you're supposed to feel a way and the dude comes up to me. Because if you don't, that means you don't give a fuck about me.
So she's gonna know how to handle herself.
I'm saying as a man. No. I'm not saying some females come from that. Not every female.
Can I speak on experience though, bro?
Hold up. Some females come from if I'm at the bar and a man comes up to me, you should feel a way.
Listen, let me speak on
my secure enough not to say anything to me. You should already know me.
No.
So I would feel like, get the hell out of here.
You're right. That's what you would do. But I'm saying that's what you would do. But there are females out there as well that feel that that's a validation.
But what's their own problem?
That's exactly.
Let me speak on experience real quick. From experience, I was dealing with a chick, Dominican chick, nice. She was beautiful, everything, you know. I'm doing my thing. I come home from work. I make sure everything is good. We sharing space and all that. We doing what we doing. Now, it was a situation where she went into my Instagram and seen something in my DM where I wasn't physically interacting with the chick, but we had some words on our past, and she felt like, and I was out of bounds, and she felt like that constituted cheating. So what she did was she actually went out and cheated.
Ooh.
Wow. She was waiting for a pass.
She was waiting for a pass. But listen. But listen. She threw it in my face. She threw it in my face like. Basically, like putting the phone places where I could see it, and you know, so I could see the text messages coming in and all that. And actually, like one day, she went to work, and I was supposed to be at work too, and a nigga pulled up.
To the crib? So she was fucking niggas at your house?
No, not at my house. I was at her crib. I just happened to go to her crib one day and fall back. But listen, she was already doing that, and then like once it all boiled down, everything came down, like I let her know that I knew that she was fucking with a nigga and all that, but she didn't know that I knew homeboy came to the house until I brought it to her. But I didn't get mad. And then she got mad that I wasn't mad.
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
There's something wrong with
Oh,
her.
she got mad.
She wanted to get beat.
She wanted to get beat. Because you know why? That wanted to be one that she had up over your head.
Those are the ones that like
the reaction. You didn't give it a reaction that she was looking for. That shit hurt her soul.
I don't think it's the one up.
She could bite at me or something.
It's absolutely the one up. Because from the beginning,
So this is from me being the person that cheated. I never tried to get so what? I never tried to. It wasn't that I tried to get one. It wasn't like I tried to get one up on him. It was the fact that he was doing it for so long, and it got to a point where I felt like he needed to taste. He needed to taste his own medicine. He needed to
just advantage that nigga then.
It doesn't matter. And let me tell you something. One thing about me, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm gonna always do what I want to do. So if I feel like I want to cheat again, I'm gonna cheat again. That's just me. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
But so you only cheated because something was missing.
Yo, I didn't cheat because nothing was missing. The niggas hit me in my DM. That's exactly how it went. The nigga hit me in my DM.
Acted off of what you wanted.
You was cheating because he was cheating.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
but his situation, shorty, that was extreme.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you there.
He was that extreme.
He was words.
I don't even
How did you cope with that? How did you, because I'm trying to get to the understanding of, because it's reality, bro, like, most people can't fathom the thought of
I'm not going to say, like,
their significant other.
it wasn't
The
anger.
thought crushes them. So how did you?
It was disbelief.
More disappointment.
Disappointment.
Like, because
I know that.
me being the man that I am and doing all the things that I've done before I even got to that point to being that stage of a relationship with a woman, I know what I've done in the past.
That was your karma receipt.
That was my karma receipt. And I truly felt like that she was doing it to get back.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you have somewhere else to go though? Like a living? I stayed in the house while the other nigga pulled up. I'm chilling. Maybe he had nowhere to go.
Oh no, I got
That's a lot of judging. She said not judging, but you know that's my nigga. We know that's true.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up. So I'm gonna ask you a question about polyamory. How do you guys feel about it? I'm asking it because a lot of us participate in it, but don't know that we're participating in it. Because your partner may not know.
Can you give us a definition so we're clear?
Okay, polyamory is when you're dealing with more than. It's not being married. It's when you're dealing with multiple people at a time, but everybody knows about each other. Everybody knows. So you want her to be dealing. You want her to be dealing, but y'all know.
And y'all
hang out. Y'all do this. Y'all know this.
Oh, that's fire. Yeah,
I ain't even hold you. I never even heard that word.
Really? It's a thing. It's a thing.
I believe y'all.
Sister Wives. It's a thing.
I'm glad my bro asked me that. I didn't understand. What y'all talking about? In the hood?
I'm just saying, everybody always talk about honesty and being upfront about what the fuck you want and what you doing.
And then when shit get real.
So let me say, I'm gonna say a lot of us, my thing is just like this. I'm gonna say this. A lot of us are honest, and we all play that we're honest at the beginning. We always play that honest card at the beginning. We can say, oh, I want how it. Listen. Huh?
In the beginning, we just be saying all the shit.
Yeah, listen, but you know what? Listen, but everybody said
That's not true.
I'm trying to get the dick.
What I'm saying is that we all, like, in the relationship with polyamory, everybody basically knows what it is. Nobody's left in the dark. Right. So if y'all three are dealing, you know that you're dealing with these two guys. These two guys know about each other. Y'all might even hang out. Y'all might even do a group thing. That's the really shit on planet Earth right now. But all I'm saying is, you know where that comes from, because a lot of times we're in relationships with people, and you have to understand something. It took me to be out of a relationship for 2 years and some change to realize that you don't only have to have a connection or chemistry with just the person that you live with, and the person that you sleep with at night.
Absolutely.
And then people, and that's the problem. Hold on, and that's the problem. Before y'all get, that's the problem where a lot of times the insecurities come in, because you feel like, okay, Kev might like Mika, but Kia don't want. Why you like Mika? Why you her have this conversation? It may not even be that you guys are talking about sex. Y'all just have a dope chemistry where y'all can some ideas you can't bounce off of her, but her you can. So my thing is just like, where do y'all feel like that it's okay to feel like that? Because that's where the insecurities come from. Basically, it doesn't come from niggas are just insecure because you don't want this person doing the same. You thinking that y'all doing it, but chemistry is everywhere. Right. Chemistry is everywhere. And some people you're gonna have. It's some people I can sit on the phone with for hours for it, and I can't even talk to a person I'm fucking for hours. But I can sit on the phone with a person I'm not fucking for hours. And that's just what it is. That's just life, and that's just what it is. And a lot of times is that people don't understand that you can't. And I know a lot of you here may say, "Oh, I don't mind that," but in reality, you do mind.
No,
you
I do.
mind.
I'm selfish. I ain't.
There's a certain extent in me that does mind me sharing. My partner sharing their energy with another human being, whether it be sexual, emotional, or anything, because when we share something as far as energies, because it's very strong, and I believe in that truly, especially when it's physically. I don't care if you just a fuck buddy. Once I fuck you once, that energy is always gonna be with me forever. I could walk past you in the street and all of a sudden, like flames. Okay? And that's real shit. If you fucking good, you definitely, if you pass by me in the street, you gonna be like, whoa.
Even if hold on. Even if you with somebody else.
I've seen her.
Even if you with somebody else.
I had it happen to me. I was in a restaurant. I was with my man, my new man. That's bomb. My new man, and a guy that I was with sexually, was there. I felt him coming through the door, and he saw me. I had a new haircut, looked different, the whole nine, and he couldn't wait to text me once I finished. Yo, that new haircut.
Did homeboy know what was going on?
I told him.
That's why he texted me. That's why he texted me.
Yeah, because
your man. Oh, he's
I told my man, and then I told the other, listen, you know I'm with such and such. You saw him there, and he knew, my man, the man that I've been with for years, knew that I was fucking him. I didn't even have to tell him. We didn't even talk.
Again after that?
We didn't even talk. I didn't even look his way.
Did you fuck him again after that?
Who, my man?
No.
No.
It's like Mr. Energy.
No. I didn't because men like to do things for sport sometimes, and especially when it comes to pussy.
Especially on the chick that we know is in a relationship.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. He's been waiting patiently.
LES. I don't know if anybody here has been married, you know what I'm saying, but I'm divorced and
have.
shit, you know.
How old are you?
I'm so
40.
sorry.
40.
Black don't fucking crack.
Black either.
Hello.
Listen, everybody has three. They are fucking, used to fuck, and trying to fuck. Fucking and trying to fuck is usually your most nicest person.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that.
Like fucking, trying to fuck, he nice. Used to fuck, he trying to get in with fucking Miss. Yeah. That's what we all got. So when I meet you, I'm like, oh, what up, baby girl? You give me the number. Shit is wavy. Give me the number later. Boom. I'm trying to fuck. So I'm like the nicest nigga ever. But right now, you fucking somebody, and you still talking to somebody you used to fuck. So everybody's coming to the relationship like you, that word, that polyester. Everybody's coming to the Everybody come and drink.
Hold on. There's that. Hold on.
Who the hell's single?
Hold on. There's that anomaly. A nigga like me. I don't give a. I'm not trying to be nice to you. How I met you?
You lying.
Wait.
Being disrespectful.
How I met you? You gonna get that from me because that's just how I am. Like, I'm not trying to be nice. I mean, your pussy is your pussy. I might want it, but if I don't get it, it's not the end of the fucking world for me. I'm not trying to be nice to you. I don't like, cause my energy is not nice. Let me say that. I'm
He's honest.
It's honest.
That works for you.
I heard you. I heard you. Now, be clear. And I also want to address that you blatantly said you didn't fuck him because men do it for a sport. You didn't say you didn't fuck him because you didn't want to fuck him. Be clear. Yo, Q, Eddie got caught. She's still with her man. We don't want to. Oh, yeah, nigga. All right, we good. Yeah.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I ain't gonna hold you.
We gonna
like seafood.
You done got her tongue tied and shit. I did because, like I said, energy is really powerful.
Felt that energy.
So at that point in time, I was like, God damn.
Nah, she.
I started sweating in the fucking restaurant was already hot.
Did that cause friction with you and your dude?
That was pussy control.
He said, I seen him before. And I was like,
in your dreams.
That's my way.
Freddie threw
We
that.
got back in the car from the restaurant, and automatically he was like, I was like, well, I was honest. I'm very honest about like that type. No, honestly, it didn't.
No. It didn't fuck up yours. But in his mind,
hold on.
His energy is off.
Was you getting the same energy from fucking him? No, bro.
Yes.
Bro, you see the energy right now?
Hold on.
She wants to fuck him right now.
Your man that you were in the restaurant, he was giving you that same kind of energy. Or were you fucking him thinking of the other mistake?
No.
I don't confuse dick. Okay.
Where's your boyfriend from?
Where is he from? So you have hold on. And not to change the topic. So none of y'all have ever was fucking a dude but thinking about fucking someone else?
No, if that's the case, then I shouldn't have fucked you.
Y'all lying.
That's horrible.
That means it's bad. That means it's bad if you think about somebody else.
No, but I know a lot of girls fuck dudes.
Alright. You know, I'm straight honest. I have fucked a dude and thought about somebody else.
Thank you.
I have, and it made it better.
Was it because it was bad? Was it because it was bad?
That's the only reason why you asked was it because it was bad.
What we gotta do?
Y'all ain't shit.
What was it? It's not even that. It's not even that.
What's
It
that?
happened. Let me tell you something. Wait, I want to get something. It happened. They had a similarity and something. It wasn't even a dick. It was something that happened during the whole. There was a similarity to it. So at the time when we was getting, I thought and it just made it better. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very open about what it is.
We don't judge you.
I wouldn't mind, me personally, I wouldn't mind being in a polyamorous relationship. For the simple, I just can't. The only reason I'm not doing it is because I can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I can't afford it.
But when you say poly, you dealing with two women, or no, the woman you dealing with having another man?
And I say why. Two women. I say why. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. I don't see myself sharing my girl with another dude.
See, that's
I'm not gonna front.
But y'all want to share her with a bitch.
I'm not gonna. No.
That's why I wanted
I'm saying from the perspective.
Y'all want us to be in the threesome with you and the bitch. As soon
threesome
as we
is not a
say, let Tom come, you like,
That's
what?
a train.
What?
That's not true. That's not true.
I'm talking about in the perspective. When we call out uptown, I said Thomas, man.
That was a long time ago.
I'm talking in the perspective of two women. For the simple fact that
I had sex with two women before.
For the simple fact that
I'm a legend on it.
I agree, and I believe it was you that said this. I agree with her that you can have energy with multiple people. it is a thing.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It is a thing. I'm not gonna say no. There's no but. That's what it is. That's how I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this out there. Polyamory is not having a threesome.
Yeah, it's not that.
It's a relationship.
It's a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I follow a woman on Instagram because I feel it's interesting. She has a husband. She has 2 husbands. She has kids with each, and she has her own relationship that she dates out of, and they have their own, like, they have pictures of them all together. Yeah. And you know what? And she actually trains. She actually coaches, and she actually trains couples who are thinking about it. No,
of course, she's trying to build the tribe. She's trying to build the tribe.
It's not even great for just think about it like this. I'm gonna ask you guys something. And I'm gonna say this because I'm pretty sure everybody in here is not innocent and everybody in here isn't faithful. All right. So I want to ask you something. Have you ever thought about the fact? Let's say, for instance, if you're cheating on your mate, they don't know that you're cheating. They don't know that you're cheating. You're actually doing it, and they don't know about it. Now let's hypothetically think. Let's say if they did know, right, how they would feel about it. Maybe they might feel like, okay, you can have a relationship on the side, and they do them. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is with them. Like, they have the relationship and they have this shit on the side. And like she said, she has different men and she has different energy. She loves them differently.
Wait, so she has 2 men or more than 2? Because she has more than 2 men, she a hoe.
Most cheaters, they don't want to be cheated on.
Of course not.
They can't deal with that.
They can't take that.
Let's get
I
into
watch
that.
mine break down. So I know
They want to dish it out, but they can't.
nowadays, a lot of A's.
I feel like I cheat, and if I get to the point where I cheat on you, more often than not, I'm faithful. If I get to a point where I cheat on you, I don't give a fuck if you cheat. It's done. Like, if you want to stop fucking with me because I'm fucking with somebody else, then you can leave. I'm fucking with somebody else already. Obviously, there's something wrong.
And that's how I was with my. That's how I was when I cheated.
I'm gonna be all the way true with y'all. I don't cheat, and I don't cheat simply because I hate the fact that
black men don't cheat.
No, I don't cheat simply because I feel like all women already come into the mind frame into any situation thinking that that's what they want. So for me,
but you're not doing that. It's not gonna change their thinking.
But 100%, it's cool. But the woman I'm invested in, she gonna know the difference because of what I'm invested in. 100%, because me taking that off, I'm gonna tell you why. Me taking that off, it's nothing I'm never speaking on. It's shown in my actions because, yo, geez, we got more than enough time out here. I feel like it's double the amount of women in this world than us. We get more than enough time to fuck and do whatever we want to do. But once we decide to say, all right, I'm gonna go into a relationship, real nigga time, yo, geez, it's so much invested when you really trying to put that into a relationship and really want a real solid relationship, especially when you got your own apartment, you got your own everything else. So it's like, yo, shorty, now I can meet you wherever you want to be at. You can come to my house or I can come to yours.
Okay, so let me ask you
follow
something.
what I'm saying?
I was always taught you're single until you're married. So why you not married?
Because I don't feel, because marriage is a business. Marriage has nothing to do with the love we have or our relationship. It's a business.
A marriage certificate has a number on it. That's got nothing to do with credit.
Yes, it's a business. It has nothing to do with the love. It has nothing to do with the relationship or anything you establishing. You can have that same rapport with each other.
So does she have that same? So
absolutely. If
your
that's
partner
what y'all
have that same rapport about? That's how she feels about marriage too, or you feel about that way about marriage?
I'm open to whatever she feels makes her happy at that next level. If that's what we need, but if we establish everything from the ground up since we've been rocking with each other and we made the decision. See, what most people forget about a relationship, we decided to be together. It's a choice. You can go and I can go whenever the fuck we want to go.
Absolutely.
Like you said, once I get to the point where I feel like I gotta cheat on you, yo, love, I'm gonna be honest with you. I spend so much time outside. I don't have time to play house with you when I get in the house. I don't have time to make you feel like you gotta question anything about my life. Because if it's that point, I don't need you here and you don't need me here. Right. Go ahead. Why? Because I can love you from a distance if I'm not good enough to love you while I'm here.
That's the best way I
I'm okay with telling you, yo, shorty, I love you to death, but I know I'm not the one for you.
Oh, God.
You follow what I'm saying? I know I'm not the one for you. I'm not afraid to say that. Why? Because I'm willing to invest everything I have into making it work. Some females don't know how to communicate. I'm okay with getting in the car and I'll leave, head to my block and writing a letter, putting it in the mailbox and make sure you read it when you get home from work. I'm okay. You don't know how to communicate? I'm gonna do every little thing I can to help you understand I'm here for the long run. But if this is not what you want and this is not what we can get to, it's cool. If I'm gonna go cheat, I'm just like the next nigga, bro. I'm not doing nothing no different from what you expected and what your homegirl sneak dissing to you about what her man doing. So what's the difference? For me, I just want to be a difference.
He on game. Son on game. Son on game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He came from broken heart shit and
Nigga
just
on game.
learning that I broke my own heart because I had real nigga shit, bro. You only get a handful of good women. Every nigga's not blessed to really get a great woman. You know what I'm saying? A great woman, like you not. So when you running through joints and all of that, shorty may not have this going, but ain't none of y'all joints you gonna ever run into again gonna do what she did. She gonna leave that impact.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna leave an impact on you.
That's the one that got away.
She gonna 100%. So when you know that, right? So when you know that, you approach that shit differently. And for me, love is like glass. I don't give a fuck what crazy glue or duct tape you have. Once we get to that level, there's no way to break that shit back once we break it. So I'm gonna show that in my actions from the jump. And because you know I'm around a bunch of women all the time, you know my options just like I know your options. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm making this choice to be devoted to what we have. Just because the world has already accepted and most women already accepted that a nigga gonna do it, and she already had it in her mind. Niggas gonna do that. And it comes with being a nigga. So I don't want to be just another nigga.
Yes, but what she said is, what if your partner feels like marriage is the next level in the relationship?
That's the compromise of your marriage, of your relationship.
Hold on. A lot of things you can't compromise.
What's that? That's the compromise of love. Because she's the one that's taking you to the next level.
Don't be the negative person. Don't be the negative person.
I'm not being negative.
It's not that. Everybody reads
I have a question, but you're willing to go against. So you're willing to go against because you strongly, because the way you're talking, you strongly believe that marriage is a business.
It is a business. So if you want to marry me and you gonna go into this hustle together, we both gonna get this bag over while we get married.
That's right. Marriage is a business.
It's only a business. It's only a business.
But okay, marriage is a business. I think people look at the word marriage too defined because marriage in itself is a unity. That's you actually coming together and say, you know what, we're gonna be in this for a long haul. Which you can have that experience without having a marriage certificate, if that's what you're saying. That's what the
you do, especially when you say that exchange of energy that you just talked about.
Absolutely.
You have that unity, love.
Mr. Energy.
A relationship period is a business, bro. We can have everything. Like, yo, we can have everything that married couple got over there in our relationship.
The only thing different in a marriage and in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, if we just go together and you drop dead, I get nothing.
That's bullshit. Hold on. That's not true. That's not true. If you got all your paperwork set up,
could be beneficial.
and your ducks in a row, you can set that up to where she can get everything you got.
You marry your fucking woman, so when your kid comes, you're the fucking dad and the father. That's why you marry her first.
I think I got
that makes sense. Everybody had kids and didn't get married.
Exactly. Me and my fucking ex-wife are not together. But in my daughter's room is a picture of the fucking wedding and she thought she was there. Like she thinks she's there. I remember. I said like that's the mom and dad got married. They not together now, but you get fucking married, so when you come into the school, you ain't motherfucking Derek. Don't be fucking Derek picking up Tommy. Be daddy picking up son.
So you think the marriage?
You don't have a baby.
The marriage helps like.
Time out. Hold up. Let the emotions.
If I'm sick laying in the hospital,
nigga.
I want to make decisions.
Nigga.
That's not true. You can have that good enough also, bro. You can have that.
When you really dealing with a woman,
let an
I can call my
emotional.
joint right now. She'll tell you my social G's. When you really dealing with a joint on that personal time, it ain't nothing different about any of that. She know my social. She know the bank accounts. I know hers when we invested on that.
Let
time.
an emotional nigga speak.
Talk, Wale.
Marriage is gonna show everybody else that you not fucking playing. When you fucking have the kid.
Why you worry about everybody else from the
All wrong with this. Because this is how I weed out all the bitches that want to fuck with me. I don't have kids until we marry. She like, what? Out of here. You want to be my baby mom. Out of here. You don't want to cook 3 times a week. Out of here. You gone. Because I put that shit there straight up in dick. If you want to fucking live with me, you want to live with me, I'm going to live with you for fucking 700 days. That's 2 years. I'm going to make sure you clean behind the motherfucking toilet.
How do you know that?
You don't clean behind the fucking toilet? I gotta know. It's 700 days. Once we get to that, we gonna get engaged.
So what happened when your daughter say, yo, you and mommy not together no more, so this
because,
bitch is bullshit?
Because, time out.
He put the picture down on the top.
Check it. We just walking like this. Here we go.
Daddy ain't around right now.
Time out.
She gonna be like, yo, daddy.
Look, check it.
Mommy in here calling herself me a daddy.
Stepdad is in my situation.
Okay.
I make sure to tell her that I love Carlos. I love his daughter Serenity. Me and your mom didn't work. I'm teaching you a real fucking lesson. But when you pick your nigga, make sure he gonna make you go out. Don't go, like, my ex say what you want. When I took that bitch out, pow, that shit was on the rooftop, suit, family was there. We taking bitches out. We taking bitches out on a Thursday. She's getting pregnant, and 9 months from that Thursday, you her motherfucking baby daddy.
Your math is impeccable.
I'm just dead. If you tell a girl straight up, I'm not gonna get you pregnant, we ain't gonna live together unless you my motherfucking wife. You want me to pay for everything and support me and everything? All that shit I was saying early, that bag don't come out from Kevo until I fucking wanna know that I can marry you. Some shorties is not for marriage. And if you fucking niggas and it's cool and you gonna call me when you want, out of here. You ain't the one for that. They're like, I'm just being independent. What?
You might have 2 or 3 wives with that mentality. I'm just telling you.
What I'm saying is,
and they out of there.
If a shorty, listen, I'm dealing with a shorty now. I bought business in the streets. She was tapping niggas and letting them go. She was like, oh, I met you. It's different. No.
Wait, but the wives is cheating on the husband, though.
Not your body count is crazy. You commando
The
out here.
wives is cheating now. I'm just letting you know. The wives is cheating now.
Listen.
They doing good till they get the wedding and the marriage, and then they cheating. They straight up cheating.
Shit shit is supposed to destroy. Buildings don't build forever. But what the fuck you fucking building you can't have a mansion in a hut. You gotta build your shit up and let it show.
I'm not building up everybody.
They be in the hut trying to be together. Oh, I love that nigga.
So what you're saying is somebody's supposed to stay in the same level, like they just can't level up, like they can't get their shit together.
What I'm saying is, if you and her gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend for 15 years and have kids that are 15, y'all could have been married for 15 years.
Why? What? Why? I don't want his debt. I don't want to file taxes with him.
Most of the time, y'all got the better jobs and y'all got the debt.
Shit back.
But see, look, your standards of what you feel,
it's crazy.
For what it appears to be what you saying, though, bro, is marriage is the validation point that say we serious. That's your personal opinion, Playboy.
No.
You follow what I'm saying?
It's a fence
no.
to see if she's serious.
That's
to
for
climb
you,
over
though.
that.
That's for you, though. What if she said, yo, bro, listen, let me just say something.
Because you divorced.
The fact is,
I let her go out the gate.
Yeah. The fact that
she got
look, you let her out the side, but she still you see off of everything you do, though, bro.
What?
So it's like everything, your whole existence, you married.
Listen.
So it's still you still paying for that decision that you thought was the right decision.
Who said I was paying?
If y'all
You can't just dip out the
No,
relationship.
I'm divorced.
So you still
But
paying
who says I'm paying? Who said? The fuck is that?
She paying you? Oh, now you talking stupid.
I wish. It was no alimony.
You married a white, the right one.
Now this is what happened.
The white one.
This is what happened. We had a fucking house. No, she's not. We had a house. It was the marital house. I'm gonna tell all y'all niggas how to get the fucking bag.
Talk that shit.
You marry this bitch.
Hold on, let me get a pen.
So that when you gotta leave the crib and y'all gotta sell it, they can be like, they gotta give Tyrone half, because it's the marital crib. You go in there and pay all the fucking bills with your girlfriend. You ain't getting shit.
So that's a business.
You ain't getting shit. So check it. So when me and her broke up, She was tight. I was tight. I was in New York. She was where she was at. But we had to have that discussion about that bag.
She was like, a business.
It was.
Absolutely.
Because you could have just flipped houses. You could have put money down, bought the house, fixed it up, sold it, got the money back.
So what he's saying is a lucrative business.
I'm saying is if that's the
facts, it's still.
I'm saying is there's something love, unity. I'm just saying.
Finish it up though. Let him finish it up.
I'm just gonna wrap it up in 2 seconds. What I'm just trying to say is before you fucking come in the shorty, and before you fucking be like, all right, I love this bitch to the moon and the stars. There's rules set and there's laws and business plans set up that will be like, all right, let's do this shit and make sure that I don't get fucked in the end. And what you need is something that'll keep you from just nutting in something. Cause I could drink more of that Tito's. I get a bitch pregnant than that.
11:45.
But if my rules is the shorty that I get pregnant, I would like to be engaged, married to. I would like to buy the house. That's so much fucking time that a bitch will look at me and go, I don't see that with you, Kevin. So let's just put the condom on and fuck. So that's what we doing.
That all comes with staying true to yourself.
He just has this pretty picture painting of what a family is, and that's what he wants.
That's staying true to yourself.
Which is very important.
And stick to your guns. That's it.
What that is called is a prenup.
That's it.
I can't.
And a prenup is very important.
A lot of niggas be in an argument and then the cops come and she be like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable. And you ain't got no paperwork on that crib. Shorty get mad at me, I'm gonna take a walk, come the fuck back.
You just stand in your ground. That's all.
Yeah, wait till you go to work. I'm changing the locks.
How you gonna change the locks on the house that I'm on the lease?
Okay, watch.
He owns part of it.
And I own half too.
You heard?
Domestic violence. Press charges.
Yeah. You see?
Look.
All I'm saying.
That's an illegal
That's why you marry her.
And my daddy didn't get shit.
That's why you marry her.
Exactly.
You understand? You gotta be her husband.
He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do protection.
Or you get
protection.
see the little nigga.
Alright, so about real life.
It was the fucking husband. It was a different hustle. They supposed to be different.
JB.
That was
that's right.
we're getting out of that. So I want to talk about.
I'm emotional about it.
Yeah. So this last topic is touchy, and for a lot of males, it's touchy.
So
I want to ask, and all the males in the room, how do you feel about D-Wade? Now I don't really feel like he's exposing his son, but I feel like him bringing to media about what his son,
his transition.
He want to get his dick cut off.
I'm very upset.
I'd rather my son get killed in the street.
He's 12 years old.
All right, so
he been touched.
I'm gonna go around. Hold on, I'm gonna go around.
He
the
been
floor.
touched.
I'm gonna
I got 2 things with that.
He been
One,
touched.
we really don't give a fuck.
We know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like why is that? Why is
he
that?
putting it out there so we can.
Why is that?
Somebody can't give a fuck.
I give a fuck.
How you decide to parent?
Right.
Like that's nobody's. Like I don't give a fuck who you are. That's number one. Number two, through all of this, we ain't heard from the mother.
Right.
How she felt.
Right.
She gave up her rights a long time ago.
No, remember, he got sole custody of the kids.
She gave up her rights a long time ago.
Hold on. I got something to say about the mom.
Remember, she was sleeping in the train station.
Me and AnnBMedia, I'm constantly like watching stuff.
Yeah,
the mom has said something. She's not happy with the decision that her son has now. Now, Ace, what did you have to say?
I was gonna say I feel like first, at the end of the day, whatever he decided to do with his fucking son is what he decided to do with his son. And I feel like him exposing him to the media and shit like that is not really trying to protect himself from backlash, but making it so that it's not something that people could bring up and make his side.
He got in front of it.
Did he say he wanted to really cut the dick off though?
Hold on, man. Real quick.
Allegedly wanted to get
listen, man.
Allegedly, but he's
listen, I'm about to say some shit because when you post this soundbite, on like I'm in Facebook jail.
Thank you for that's a disclaimer.
D-Wade is doing this for the bag, bro.
Just after that, he put out a song.
This is for the bag.
From the LB,
Exactly.
from the alphabet.
From the letter.
I'm part of the LGBTQ.
Yes, Lord TV.
Nothing else. Why else would you put this out there?
Yeah.
We didn't learn magic songs, so he was
He put that on the bag, bro.
Don't put it out.
I'm not even mad about it.
with a halter
I
top.
understand your energy.
Bro,
I look
man,
forward to hearing your opinion every
Piss
time.
poor.
But he ain't put
Slam
it out.
dunking ass
I'm
bitch.
just gonna say something real quick.
All right, look, he didn't put it out. It was asked. The thing was, it wasn't that he put it out and he went to the media. He was forced to have to address it because his son already is, or his other son is already popular.
Nah, he don't got it. That's a choice.
Let me break it down for
So
y'all.
now we gotta get
So let
updates
me get my
every week
point.
about how
Let me
gay
get
your
my
son
opinion,
is.
like, just so
You said it once.
His other
Is he
son
gay at
is
100 or
already
gay at 90?
popular.
I think it's just gay. I think it's
His
just
whole
gay.
tribe, family tribe, is already becoming a popular family in front of the cameras. Whether it's through basketball, his son is there. When LeBron's son is there at the games, the high school superstar his son is. People are already talking about it. So when Ellen, who was the person, queen of the LGBT community, asked him about it and brought it up on that type of platform, is where he had to then go in and address it, right? Hear me out, big bro. So when he took that, the reason why I feel he took an oath on addressing it is because there's an ignorance in black culture, especially when it comes to black men as fathers. There's an ignorance to where, yo, bro, soon as the conversation of being gay comes up, we already know what type of time it is in the hood where we from. You feel me? So as a father and as a black man, there was an opportunity to be able to stand front line and say, yeah, bro, this is the choice that my son made, and I'm standing on it. You follow what I'm saying?
But hold on,
Magic never went and stood. But look,
But once he came out, he was like, that's my son.
But he didn't say nothing.
It's over, bro.
it's not even the choice.
that's his son. You better blame him.
No, I'm talking about whether he agreed with it.
No,
if he disagreed with it,
but bro, he was
the letter people are gonna be on his ass.
100%, but he was already forced.
The letter people. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
To you and you first. Magic Johnson did do it first. But
Did what first?
hold on, champion his son being gay. But hold on.
Embraced it, but not
Hold on.
champion.
Yeah.
Embraced it, but not champion.
Watch this. Different time, different generation.
Right.
To your point, you say he was forced. I disagree.
I didn't say he was forced. Big bro said he was forced. He wasn't forced. He addressed it.
100% he's forced.
Okay.
He's in business.
Hold
He's on
hold on.
Whatever
Hold on.
the fucking
Hold on.
channel.
We gonna out it.
I'm with you. He's playing the game.
Yes.
He's going to be the first black
Father, yes.
father to champion
To embrace my
and
son.
embrace as an African American black male, my son transitioning from a male to a female.
But he's
And
fucking 12.
But listen, I'm not done.
The only thing about
Which
talking
makes
out
it-
like his kindness penis.
Hold
is
on.
wait till he's 18. That's
Which makes it even more crazy because a lot of kids now are finding it easier to open up.
Thank you.
And a lot of parents are unaccepted to hearing that from their son. Black, athlete, all that. A lot of black parents, like you said, generation ain't jacking that. He's gonna be the poster father.
Which is gonna get
for
him
the black
bag.
Yes, it's gonna get him the bag.
He's playing the game. He's playing the game. Fuck, this is how you do it.
No, listen.
And how far you want to go? How far you want to take this?
Hold on. And he really didn't care about being in front of that fucking camera.
He's playing the game.
Every day, if he was a behind the scenes type of nigga,
He's playing the game.
that you don't gotta see,
He's playing
I
the
don't
game.
need your check. He wouldn't be playing that game,
But
bro.
he is.
But
And
that's
he's
not
doing it
the-
right.
But he is a public figure.
right.
But hold on,
He's a
I
public
want to
figure.
know, is he being genuine?
But
No!
But he hasn't
Of course
always.
not.
He hasn't always. Listen. He hasn't always been in front of the camera like that. though. He hasn't always been in front of the camera like that.
Everybody his ass ate that man's gay. He's being genuine.
100% I think he is.
Yeah.
Kev, go.
So wait, get your ass
Damn,
in
stop
gay.
yelling. My mother's gay.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother conversation.
That's funny. I'm
You
sorry.
on the verge,
Like,
yeah.
my mom's
One
gay.
step away from getting.
A lot of dudes
Oh,
may
shit.
think I'm gay
I'm
sometimes.
sorry.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what
they do
happened?
because I'm fly, I care about how I dress and shit like that. I get approached a lot by dudes and shit when I be out in the clubs or whatever. I just think the kid is.
What club was you at?
Fuck y'all.
That should happen anywhere.
Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
No
I like
judgment,
titty.
no judgment.
I like titty and pussy.
judgment.
Fuck y'all. But what I'm saying, what I was saying is,
I don't want to know.
it's still a little young, and I heard the dude Ricky Smiley, he had said it that if it was a girl, you wouldn't let her get her nails done yet. She would still be, but she wouldn't get
That was
the
back in
frilling.
the day, though.
That was
Because now
exactly,
girls got
bro.
on.
All right, so I'm gonna say that's the
That's the.
But don't cut his
As
dick
far
off,
as when
though.
you saying
Right.
12,
Don't cut
yo,
his
bro,
dick
at
off.
12 you can get a body. You can get charged for a body at 12.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Don't
At
cut-
12, right now at 12,
That don't make it right.
if your son's to you, it's only not right to you. If at 12 years old your son say, yo, I want to play ball, you gonna support it. At 12 years old, your son come home and say, yo, I got a chick pregnant, you gonna support it.
No.
Now when a kid say at 12, I believe I'm gay, because it's so foreign and our people don't even want to have the conversation about it. Don't even want to have the conversation.
But whatever
to say,
happened in your business, your family business being your fucking business.
I think that's how it is. I think that's how it is.
This is where mental health plays a big part in African American, because we will never deal with it. In all reality, there's kids younger than 12 that feel like they are females, males that feel like they're females, and girls that feel like they are boys.
All right.
Hold on, but let me listen. It's a scientific, and I'm it's a scientific fact, and this is studies that are showing that some of these kids are actually, and guess what? When a doctor, when you come out of your mother's womb or whatever, and then sometimes they come out with, both the pussy and the dick, guess what? The doctor decides if you're gonna be a female or male. So they can clip off whatever they want to clip off. So
they decide because of the chromosomes, though.
Yeah, you gotta have mostly men or
it gotta be high or low. But like, if you're a fucking man, if you're a man and you feel like you a woman, you a man that feels like you a woman. If you a woman like my mother and you feel like you a man, you a woman that feel like you a man.
What?
What am I saying? What I'm saying is, if she was a man, she would just be a man.
So
But you a woman that feels like a man.
Stop! You can't feel like something you're not. You're not a woman. You can't feel like a woman.
But doesn't he feel like a woman?
You don't have a period.
Because gay and trans,
you can't feel like that. You're not that.
But my thing is like, y'all keep saying somebody can't. You can't feel. You say who are you to tell somebody what they can and cannot feel? That's the question. No, what I'm saying is, y'all all saying y'all can't. Who are you to tell somebody what they can and
because
hold on, that's just like you telling somebody.
You a boy.
That's just like us saying that. Now let's take the gay part out of it. Let's say, for instance, you're telling somebody that you love. Let's say, I love this old. Let's say you're 12 and you tell somebody, I love this older woman. You can't love her. What do you love an older woman?
Fucking 12-year-old.
You can't love that 12.
What kind of love is it? You can't tell. You can't. The way life is set up.
He's 12. He's never had sex. How the fuck you know what he like? He never had pussy.
That's my argument.
He's never had pussy.
What have they been subjected
They molested that boy.
The argument is this.
Somebody molested him, and when he tell his story, y'all gonna sit here and remember that I said that shit today.
Yeah.
That boy was molested.
His son?
Yeah.
You gotta be molested.
I got something on you.
How serious am I supposed to take?
A lot of people that are gay
Word
has been
of
molested.
what they want to do.
But how can
All of us say they got kids.
They want ice cream and play video games.
I'm gonna say something because I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother. That's my son right there, and I have an 18-year-old, and she's having.
That's Ace. That's Ace right there.
That's Ace.
I want to throw out there because y'all saying that kids don't know what they want or how seriously. Let me tell you something. Kids come home. This is why kids commit suicide, because shit like that. How am I supposed to take my 8-year-old, my 7-year-old seriously when they don't know what they're talking about? This is why kids commit. This is why there's 5-year-olds and people going in the bathroom hanging themselves because
no, they hang themselves because it's deep.
No, it's not. No, it is deep enough because their parents is not listening to them. But their parents are saying to you, "Who are you to tell me? Or you don't understand. You can't tell me. You don't. You can't tell a kid what they don't understand. Right. These kids, there's 1-year-olds and there's 2-year-olds that can unlock a phone and scroll through your phone better than you can.
But that's always been the case.
But it's not even that it's always been the case. It's just how today it is. How society is.
They cannot sit there and dictate for themselves at 8 years.
So we're talking about, are we talking about developmentally or are we talking about emotionally?
Let the brother talk.
Emotionally.
You've been waiting.
At that age, when they come to you,
Yeah.
What you have to do is you have to inform them.
Thank you.
Because they don't know. They don't have the information. We all grown ass adults that been through life.
Experience.
All the
These
experience.
parents, the TVs
they don't
teach
have
their
the
kids
experience to
anyway.
tell you, yeah, this is what I want to do in my life. Oh, that's what you want to do? All right, well, look. This is the pros. This is the cons. Now you think about all that shit if that's what you want to pursue in life. And that's the steps that we
But
have
my
to
thing
take.
is just
We
like,
can't
how
just
do we
shut
know
them
that?
down.
Wait,
can't
let me
shut
ask
them
something.
down.
We're all assuming because this man and his son is on media. How do we know that these conversations are not just like how you say you need to keep his stuff in the house? How do we know? But hold on, but how?
No, hold on.
But
I'll
how
tell
do
you why. They got money.
But how do we know
At
that
12
he's
years,
not?
from 12
how do you know
to
that-
whatever age, D-Wade can
Somebody
dictate
touch that boy.
where his son is gonna be, where he can't be.
Them niggas was
He
always
definitely ain't gonna be in the hood when niggas gonna be on his ass. He's a privileged kid.
But wait,
But
realistically, okay, yes. He's a privileged kid and he was born in a privileged environment. But that has nothing to do with how he feels emotionally.
And Gabrielle, you
yes, it does. I'm gonna tell you why.
No, it does
yes,
not.
it is. I'm gonna tell you why.
It doesn't. He didn't even have his mother.
I'm gonna tell you why.
And that's a big fact.
Someone who has money, and this is just all around, they're not subjected to what we are subjected to. People who don't have money, they just not. Their environment is different. What and who he's grown up around is different from who and what we grew up around.
But we're not talking about the difference in
I'm talking about environment.
Hold on, let me get
I'm
Thomas.
talking about it. We deal with savages. We deal with wolves.
Yes, Lord.
Every day growing up in the inner city. He doesn't. That's not what he's gonna. That's not what he's gonna be subjected.
It's false.
How was that false?
It's false.
Hold on, let me.
We did no bad.
I can relate.
It's not to say that. It's not to say we deal with a different type of wolf. They got different wolves out there. We deal with a different type of wolf. We deal with the niggas that rob, that kill, that steal every fucking day. They deal with psychological. No, it's that fact. Deal with psychological.
Everybody's struggling at the same.
You know what's so crazy that you say that? Because we often say when we hear about celebrities and their problems, and we quick to say, shit, they should have my problems. I can live in their world.
Because we base everything
I can live in their world. You can live in their world, right? So you can function in their world, right?
We are all the same, nigga. We all have the same feelings.
That's cute, but that's not reality.
That was not. That is reality.
So what you said, right?
Yeah.
Can I have $50?
Go ahead.
So what you said, right?
Excuse me. Thomas.
No, you're right though. I heard that. So what you said the reason why a lot of 12-year-olds and 9-year-olds are killing themselves, right? Because you're not believing them. As a parent, as an adult, you got to find balance on to see if they're just doing this for attention or is it true.
But you can't even say that they're not believing them or listening.
Hold on, to you,
Because half the
pros and
time they don't
cons.
tell them.
You know the pros and cons from living.
But then they
this
don't
way.
tell them because you have aggressive parents who say stuff like, you can't be
They already
you
know.
can't do
They
that.
didn't know around them.
Not these parents in this day and age that we live in now. These parents are thinking do whatever the fuck they want.
Let my man
finish.
You got pros and cons. You know the pros and cons from living experience. They're not old enough to understand the pros and cons. Hold on. They know pros and cons for them. Don't touch the stove. Don't do this. You get in trouble. That's consequences and actions. But like I said in the beginning, it comes into individuality. Are you being driven by yourself or by the society around you? But at 12 years old, you haven't had enough time on this earth to develop who you are.
Right.
Developmentally, yes, they should not be able to make those types of decisions because their brain has not developed.
They're 12.
Yes.
You know,
But
12 years.
experience-wise, because of society, I agree with you on that. Because of society and social media, they can look and scroll in their Instagram and be like, well, Katie said that she's
Hold on, that's
gay.
another thing.
And then everything like that. But a perfect example, I don't know if anybody watched the Gabriel and Fernandez docuseries, which is a very good docuseries. As far as like parents and certain parents being too aggressive on their kid and not having their kid, letting their kid have a certain opinion or anything like that, which is the worst choice to do. Gabriel was the best example because he sat up there and said millions of times, I'm not gay. this hurts, you're hurting me, I love you, and the whole nine, and nobody believed him because ain't no way this little 8-year-old knows what he's talking about. Lo and behold, his parents are beating the shit out of him, locked his ass up in a cabinet, but nobody was listening to him because developmentally,
it wasn't that nobody wasn't listening to him, and I'm gonna give you because that's not what it was. It wasn't nobody was listening to him. It was the fact that the way CPS works now, you could be beating the shit out your son, but if you jump in front of your son when CPS get there and say, hey, I'm not doing that to him, nobody's gonna talk to him and ask him, well, if that's what's going on, because that's what he didn't have a voice. It never.
They do. CPS do talk to the kids.
No, in this situation, let me say something. In this instance, the little boy was 8. The mother had 2 older kids.
What year was that? Because that's a
2013.
It's
not that
far.
So that's when it slipped through the cracks.
It's not. No, let me say something. I have friends who work for child support. Kids slip through the cracks every day. Not just 2013.
Because their caseload is over.
You know what it is? Instead of them coming to your house for your kids getting their ass whooped or something else, they come to your house because your kids are missing school. Right? They come to your house because a girl mad at you and they come to check your refrigerator, make sure you got food in your house. Instead of them going to the house.
They get a call. They come in if they get a call. ACS ain't just popping up at your house for no fucking reason. Somebody called them on your ass.
Yeah, but when they called them, this specific case, but this whole thing with Gabriel, this whole specific case, they actually, it's not even nothing that slipped through the cracks. Like these people actually lied on paperwork. There was teachers that saw this little boy getting beat every day and called CPS, and the CPS would go there. The mother say, "Oh no, he fell on the bike." Da da da. They never brought him out. And a lot of times, a lot of kids don't. I had a CPS case. They don't always talk to your fucking kids. They come to your house, they talk to you. They don't check, and I don't because I've had it. I've had them. And they don't come in, they always talk to your kids. And they came to my house on some shit like my ex was locking my daughter in the bathroom. They never asked her was she getting locked in the bathroom.
So somebody called and stated that, right?
No, I'm not saying that. What you're saying is because what she said was that the kids never said anything.
No, I didn't say that the kids said anything.
You said that nobody was
listening because they were
not even that was listening to him. It was the fact that nobody talked to him.
Yeah, no, there were people that
they questioned them kids. They take them kids they didn't remove your kids. None of your kids got removed and got taken to the hospital to where that they was examining them, asking them questions.
I was one of the kids that was removed and
they took you to the doctor and they checked you and they asked you questions. They questioned them kids.
But some of them, but let me say the way it is now.
We really been through some
in this instance with Gabriel, they really did speak to Gabriel, but because they didn't listen. Like I said, they weren't listening to him because at first Gabriel lied. He made false accusations based off of what his mother told him to say. And then after he's like, what he said to the teacher, something about he fell or something like that, when he came with the black eye and everything like that. And then later on, after several conversations, he was like, no, my mom hit me with the BB gun. Yes. So that teacher was more responsive and just aware that, wait a minute, the first thing, that may have been a lie. The second thing, that was definitely the truth and made that call. But there were several other people that he spoke to, like the cops and DCS, that came through and believed his first instinct or his first word instead of the second word. You have to pay attention to child's behaviors. Absolutely. When they start moving funny, holding like this, when they pee, certain things like that, you gotta pay attention to stuff like that. You can't just take a word. You gotta take sometimes what they say from face value. You gotta look at what they doing.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like who was shooting with a BB gun?
Look, that's what I'm saying. To recap
and
this
she
back
looked
to
just
we
like
started,
it with the makeup on.
So just to bring it back to how we started on this, that's why I'm saying, like, we can't say because he's 12 he can't make that decision, or he don't know how he tapped in. And I don't agree with when y'all saying D-Wade was forced, simply because y'all gotta understand who we talking about and how it's playing out. First of all, bro, for the last 5 years, D-Wade's son Zion has been in the news as well as on every sports channel with LeBron's son playing ball. So when D-Wade, hear me out, bro, his older son. So if you got your older son playing ball and he's getting his looks, when you go to the game with your gay son and he's sitting there, you now have a decision you have to make. Are you gonna let the world bring this conversation up and put your child in a hot seat, or are you gonna embrace it and bring this to the world? And when you say for the bad, it's gonna be for the bad because this story's gonna sell regardless.
Why you gotta bring it to the world?
And why you gotta get his
Because he's already in the spotlight. He's going to the games. He's going to the games to support his brother. So he's sitting there already.
Nothing is private anymore.
No, it's not that.
When you bring me the when you bring me the question,
celebrities, bro.
When you bring
celebrities, you're sitting at a
it's still a
game.
choice.
It's
When
not
you
a
bring me
choice
the
at that
question,
point.
I respectfully
Yo, bro,
decline to
you know
answer
LeBron's
that.
son name?
You can't say that, but eventually.
Hold on, but listen, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that if he's sitting at a game, he's saying that he's sitting at a game with his father,
watching his brother, and he's transforming, he's turning gradually in life from 6
Why
years
do I
old
have to
to
explain
12?
to anybody
But listen,
why my son got
but
his
wait,
nails
I
done?
understand what he's saying
Find
because
the
first of
shiniest
all,
What are y'all talking?
he's
I don't gotta
a
explain shit.
he's a
Not
celebrity.
the
He's a public
Find the
figure.
shiniest
So
chaps.
his son is going
It's
to
not
get
that
that
you have to
backlash,
explain
and
it,
he's
bro.
going to have
His
to
son
have
going
that
to school every day
conversation.
now. It's so
You
much
wear
going
that.
on to where as a father, you sitting back saying, I
I know
don't
you
gotta explain
gay,
nothing to
you
nobody.
gay.
It's my fucking child. But what happens now when you're now in that media scene, you gotta realize when D-Wade was on the court, he never spoke on it. Why? Because I'm still dealing, I'm living this. Now D-Wade is a media person now. He took a totally different job. So now when he's sitting there and these things are coming to him, they're coming to him, you have a responsibility to acknowledge what's being brought to you. And if you're sitting there on TV or on radio, you're an artist, and people see your son. Think about when Melo and his wife was going through what they're going through. His son was out there playing ball, trying to get his career on, and everything that was being brought to Melo and Lala, his son was being affected by. Why? Because his son trying to live his life. Melo was never
you know what's so
really
crazy though? You know what's so crazy though? Y'all do know there's celebrities out there who's barely on social media, right?
Yeah.
We don't know shit about what the fuck is going on in their lives. Because you know why? They don't fucking want you to know. It ain't your fucking business what's going on in my life. Point blank, period.
I agree with
Some of the
you.
biggest
Yeah.
artists in the
Not that
world,
type of
they are not on social media. They're
I
telling you
agree.
every fucking aspect of their life.
Woman,
See,
son.
they don't have to. And I guarantee you, they got some shit going on in their
But
life.
because he presented it,
I agree with you. It is a choice that you make.
And that's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. He made a choice, but in all honesty, he was going to have to confront this
no matter what.
Why? How?
Because they're going to come up to him.
I don't see it like that. And I don't have to respond to it. I don't have to.
But that's your ignorance.
That's my whole point. I don't
If he
have to.
didn't respond to it, then guess what?
Hold on. Y'all don't think hold on. Y'all don't think D-Wade sat down with his team and they said,
that ignorance is
that's how we talk about it.
That's what PR is about. That's what you do.
You gotta have to
Because
address
you
what
don't
you
wanna
some
be
way,
on the
whether you
camera
want to
like,
apologize, downplay it, whatever.
You can't really say that. You can't really say that it's ignorance. You can't say that it's ignorance. It's
To think that you're not gonna have to address it.
No. You can't say that it's ignorance because at the end of the day, I agree with you in the sense that it is a choice. It is a choice, but you can't say that it's ignorant. If it depends on how you respond to it. If somebody comes to you, yo, why is your son's nails done? You know what? I don't gotta answer that question. Blah blah such and such. That's you respectfully declining. Same question. How do you feel about your son's nails doing such and such? Yo, get the fuck out my face. What about? That's ignorance. The way you respond to it is ignorant.
Well, that's
the
what
way
we
you
are.
say
Ignorant to think that you're not gonna have to when it's taken. The power is taken out of your hand now, bro.
Would you rather? Let me ask you something. This is hypothetical speaking.
should go high
Would you rather? Let's say, for instance, something with your kid at school, and you're with your kid outside, and something happened. Let's say, let me think of something hypothetically. Let me think of something. Let's say a fight happens with your kid outside or whatever.
Over him being.
Or whatever. Well, over him being gay, right? Regardless of what, you're still gonna have to
address it.
You're gonna have to address it. Now listen, my thing is just like this. He's addressing because he's at a basketball game with his son. Your son has your nails done. Somebody said, listen,
somebody.
And that's because he gets his fucking nails done.
He's not to get his nails done.
Who are you to say he's not to get his nails done?
No, I'm not gonna say that. The only understanding you need to have, the only with your son. If you explain it to him, what
right, but my thing is just like,
the decisions that he
and this is
made.
true, and this is true, and this is true. And what makes y'all think, like, my thing is just like, we're all thinking that these believe me, before he came out with this stuff, these conversations was done. He had publicists.
With who?
This little boy,
with his publicist or with his son?
Hold on, with his son.
I'm talking about his son.
bet you his son is having therapy and everything else to make sure that everything that he's saying about his son is backed up by papers and everything else. So if anybody saying he's not just saying like, oh, my son is gay and he wants to transition. These are the questions that he probably doesn't have. Trust me, he doesn't pay for therapy. It's probably going on for longer than we know.
I get what you're saying about the bad.
Hold on. Why are we putting parenting and fucking PR in the fucking same sentence? Parenting don't got shit to do with PR. Listen, we talking about being parents. Fuck that PR shit. That PR shit is for the bag. Hold on. That PR shit is for the bag. I'm talking about being a parent. I'm talking about being a fucking parent and sitting your kid down and telling him what the fuck he's about to go through in this world. Being
He know that. You're saying what he's about to go through, being in this world, being gay, but y'all black men, you walk out this door every day.
You know, you got this
door every day.
And that only heightens it. And him being gay only heightens what the fuck we go through as black men.
But PR is not only for the bag.
This is becoming the
When it comes to the gay, when it comes to the LGBT, whatever, the letter people, when it comes to you and them, they have more rights than you do. You can't talk, cause you can't. But that's why it's down. But this is my thing. So don't say that it's heightened that he can go, cause he could go through the same thing, but you'll get it worse before he does.
That's 100%.
You'll get it worse before he does. So we're all sitting here saying like, oh.
But the LGBTQ, them niggas ain't out there when you get your ass whipped. They not. No, if it can't niggas out there, they out. No, they out there acting the fact. But if he get his ass whooped, guess what? If he get his ass whooped, it's all over the place. And them people are out there marching for their dead, transition, whatever. So when you're out, guess what? You guys. Hold on. Isn't that kind of? LGBTQ. No, it's very fucking racist. No, but it is. It's troubling. It's troubling. That's a whole nother topic.
You can't even be at work.
That's a whole nother day.
I'm looking at the letter people like.
It can't even be clear y'all just fucking hate
jumped the line. Y'all jumped the line like we big. But at black men we got these issues.
I am gonna say I like this.
No, they jumped the line.
They've been there.
No.
They've been there.
What was that?
They've been there.
What was that doing?
Forever. They just don't got a voice.
They was around.
Let me tell you the difference between the LGBT fam and what black men go through. Because you know what? If somebody gets shot or if somebody gets hurt or get their ass whooped, they out there, they're marching for them. Nobody's gonna be outside marching for you if you get shot when you walk out this door.
We tried that.
Unless we say it's a hate crime.
No, it's not even. It's not even have nothing to do with it. It doesn't have to do with the police safety. It has to do with their backing. Their backing.
Hate crime. If you say it's a hate crime, they're gonna come out faster than you.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about the hate.
They're unified.
I'm talking about they're unified. Not even if it's not hate. It could be them against each other. But somebody do something to them, they're gonna come out and they're gonna beef for them. We don't do that amongst each other. We don't do that.
They only do each other when we dying, when we get shot down like dogs. That's the only time they
still don't do that. I mean, I don't want to take this topic. I don't want to go off on this real impactful conversation, but truth be told, bro, we're just so disconnected from understanding, like, yo, bro, to see a black man stand front line with it, so fucking what if it's for the bag? We're supposed to salute him. Salute him. Why? Because he beat them to the punch of getting the bag off of his child's story before they did. But we get so fucked up, my nigga, that we get so foul and like we get so crazy about when another black man figures out how to move and advance ahead in his fucking story in his life, bro. We're supposed to salute that. And the reason why they never come when you get gunned down or me and you, because if I gun you down right now, nigga, everybody in the fucking room is gonna go home and so used to it, it's normalized. So when other people kill us, we show them how. We show them how. We show them how to get away with it, because we don't care.
But if you don't,
we don't care about
if you don't support homosexuality, I don't care if he's black or not. I don't support what you're doing with your child. So because he's black,
and on that term,
that's the problem.
It's respectable. If a person say I'm not respecting homosexuality, I'm not respecting on that. Cool. But to say he's wrong for how he doing with it's not wrong, bro. He's
hold on.
You always say,
this is shit that kills me, man. Listen, are you being genuine? Are you being fucking genuine? Or is it for the bag?
But who are you to judge?
Hold on. Because you wasn't doing this shit years ago. You wasn't standing up for it years ago.
Yeah,
when you was a superstar, you wasn't standing up for none of that.
But now that it's
And it's something that you want to do, and you feel passionate about, you want to do it for no dollar amount.
Sometimes you have to go through it.
But she always did.
That's your own kid.
I don't know much about cancer or whatever, but like say if I catch cancer and I beat it, now I'm gonna fight for cancer.
Yes.
So sometimes you have to go through it. So I get what you're saying.
Personally,
sometimes you have to go through it.
I feel that. Just see it happening out in the world and knowing that is wrong, knowing that is fucked up. And you never stood up for it. You have
sometimes
to be
it ain't in your own
you have to be
backyard.
open.
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying sometimes I just gotta
a lot of majority black
I'm for anybody being genuine, pursuing a cause. And it don't have to be for a dollar amount.
So you don't feel he's genuine, you don't think?
He don't know that. Hell no.
But why though?
But if it's your own business,
hold on. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the platforms I see him on. And I know that he has to play that game to stay on those platforms. He cannot be against anything that his son doing. But you just said he didn't hold on. He cannot be against anything that his son doing and think he's gonna remain on those platforms.
But he could have said nothing
at all. Nigga, your ass to be the fuck out of here.
But you just said he could have said nothing and still remained on the platforms then.
He could have said nothing.
All right, if he wasn't genuine about it, he didn't have to say nothing. The nigga already got the bag, bro. The nigga already where he need to go, bro. His bag coming in multiple ways, bro. So he could have said nothing if he wasn't genuine about it. No, it's not making sense. If he got genuine, he could have said nothing.
And he didn't answer the question. No answer is always a negative answer.
Exactly. It's like 4 questions after that. But why you say nothing? So you don't like homosexuals?
Alright.
If
you get on
I don't like being said. There's many families who are successful that never say negative shit. They're not worried about the whole backlash.
He just don't want to talk about it.
He just don't want to talk about it.
He probably had a conversation in his household.
People do respect when you want to keep shit within your family. You understand?
But that's the price you pay for fame.
For fame. Because if you don't answer that question, and you keep avoiding it, they're gonna answer it for you.
Right.
That's just what it is.
So you're saying
so when I said it's ignorant to think you're not gonna have to address it, it's coming back full circle.
No.
It is, bro. I said that 40 minutes ago. It's ignorant to think you're not gonna have to address it.
I didn't say it was ignorant. I agree with you. I said the way you respond would be ignorant. I didn't say that it was ignorant. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm just asking because I know when I said it's ignorant to think you're not gonna have to address it.
Well, the way you respond is
That's what I said.
Why you brought us here to argue?
Right.
No, this was great.
I ain't gonna hold you. This was great. I want to stay tuned. Especially my son B. I love his energy.
I felt that this went great.
Yes.
And a lot of people need more of this. That's just what it is. What?
I ain't gonna hold you though.
It's like an AA meeting.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I just want to give a round of applause to Ace, man, because like I got a dope relationship with my moms, but my nigga, this is a different level of comfortability with y'all all, bro. And the shit that she talked about and you just I salute both of y'all, man, because this shit was crazy. To see a mother and son, you know what I'm saying? You like, yo, I cheated on this nigga. Like, this nigga pops, like, you know what I mean? It's just
Yes, she did. I remember. It was a cold day in December.
See, that's a credit.
Which one did you tell him? We don't know.
Hold on. When I spoke to her, she said I'm bringing my son. I said, what?
That's what I'm saying. That's
my credit to y'all.
Y'all bond, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You dope, migrant family. How you doing it? You know what I'm saying? And it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
I cheated on a nigga, right, Ace?
Right, Ace.
It's like,
And my thing is just like, and that's a lot of times, like, like my son knows what it is. Like he knows this is what I do, and he wanted to come along, and he already knew what it was gonna be about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hide anything from them. They already know what it is, and I'm an open book. That way. Yeah. So it is what it is. But I do thank you guys for coming.
No, I learned
something. Thank you for inviting us.
No, I learned. Hold on. Listen, I'm not for a lot of shit. Shut up. I learned a lot of shit. I learned something today, man. I could be a better parent.
You can.
I think I'm good, but you know, I don't.
Couple of little things.
I can be better.
We all can, bro.
Be more open. I
really fuck with you, son.
Yo, bro, like I'm at a point now.
Even though I kept looking at him, he kept saying fuck.
All I know is I am deaf right now.
When I talk my shit on Facebook, and motherfuckers be like, I don't know why I'm friends with you. You know what? I encourage you to unfriend me. Get the fuck away from me. I don't need to be. Like I got my circle of people who I fuck with.
Right.
I encourage you to hit that unfriend button. And you don't gotta deal with me. I don't need you to be here.
Yeah. That's what's gonna make it
I lost.
Before everybody leaves tonight, I'm gonna write your IGs down so when I do the video, it'll be popped up there. So that people can follow
y'all. A lot of y'all getting blocked. Somebody gonna block y'all.
Well, we already know I
I'm getting blocked.
I think that's just.
I'll be in Facebook jail.
Cinnamon. 38. I definitely think that this first round one was dope, and I do appreciate you guys for even participating. Some people wasn't that talkative, but it is what it is.
You gotta open up.
But you know. It's always room for improvement.
I ain't scared.
But so that wraps it up. So I thank you guys again.